I need one of these in my house.
Yes.
Every day, like, oh man.
That's exactly right.
Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Board Shorts with Kirby Smith. I'm Kirby Smith and I'm standing here with Miss Chelsea and Sebastian Valila, who is part of the Lake County Japanese Cultural Center. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And thank you so much for inviting us out here today.
Oh, absolutely.
This is something absolutely extraordinary. We went through a little bit while we were getting out here to your pond. That's the first thing I want to talk about it, because I didn't know some of the things that you've actually taught me here. Can you explain what's going on behind us?
So right here you'll see a Japanese onsen, which is known as a bath. It's a cold bath, but sometimes in Japan you'll see them as hot baths, which also leads into a Japanese waterfall, which is called a Yumon Baki, which represents a koi swimming uphill or swimming up the waterfall to eventually become a dragon.
So getting back to your cultural center here, can you explain to me what exactly is that you do here and the significance of this place?
Sure.
Yeah. Our mission here at Arching Oaks Art Culture Center is to promote awareness and appreciation for all the Japanese traditional arts. So not just martial arts, which we practice here. We practice karate, we practice iaido, which is traditional swordsmanship, and we also practice Kyudo, which is Japanese archery. But in addition to that, we have a very robust community outreach program. We take cultural programs out to schools and libraries in the area. All the area libraries are getting programs. And then we also bring in not only local instructors who are specialized in Japanese arts, but we will sometimes bring in visiting Japanese artists from Kyoto, Tokyo, Osaka. We bring them in to provide weekend-long programs for the community.
Can you go over a little bit about your programming, what is expected when someone comes out here?
Sure. If you're coming out for a martial arts class, you invite anybody ages 10 and up is where we start, and we ask them to come and try 3 classes, no charge, just come. You might want to try one of each of the 3 arts, or you might want to do 3 of the same, but just come out, experience it. If you decide you want to be a full-time member, you can sign up as a martial arts class member. For the fine arts classes, we offer them throughout the week and weekend. People who come, you just sign up online. We have all of our classes listed on the website and Instagram and Facebook. Yeah.
Can you go over what your fine arts class actually is? What is that?
So we bring in all different kinds of instructors. So right now, in the past several months, we have offered Japanese calligraphy classes. We've had basic Japanese language class. We've had shibori dyeing workshops, like indigo dyeing techniques, traditional Japanese twisting and tying to create beautiful patterns on fabric.
So it's a dyeing of fabric.
Dyeing of fabric in the traditional way before there was American tie-dye. We've also had mizuhiki, which is a decorative knot tying. You'll see in Japan they decorate their envelopes and gifts with these beautiful knotwork designs.
Paying careful attention to detail, and that's
very much so. Yeah, we've had
handmade crafts, right?
So we're just trying to bring a variety of different traditional classes for the communities.
So you took us to a traditional Japanese
Dry rock garden.
Dry rock garden. Can you explain this to me?
Sure. So this dry rock garden in Japan is called a kare sansui, or dry rock garden. And what it's supposed to project is looking at land from afar. So most people in Japan, even though it's an island nation, did not travel very far. So they had to bring the ocean or the mountains or the trees to them. And that's why they had the small bonsai. The bonsai represented like a large tree in their house. And to scale, so it wasn't just you pruned a tree with big leaves, it had to be to scale, so small leaves. Like if you were to put an action figure there, it would look to scale to that action figure. So same thing here. So if you can imagine yourself flying at 10,000 feet, you would be looking down and looking at these islands, and these rocks with the waves represents the water. So this was meant as Zen contemplation, to sit here and just look at things big view. Okay, so this area here is a small museum that I've dedicated to Edo period samurai culture. So Edo period was the time before 1868, before you could say Japan modernized. So these are actually samurai police weapons here. You had to grab someone or to hold them down. And then here we have World War II samurai swords. We have a matchlock pistol, some old sake jars from the 1800s. So a lot of pieces here that really kind of give you a snippet of what it was during that time. To a lot of us practitioners, the samurai are very romantic people in history. So there are some things that we like to emulate in there.
So can you tell me when the samurai actually started?
So the samurai had been around since the 1100s, really, when you had the shogun, the generalissimo, the guy in charge of Japan. And you have various shoguns. The last samurai, died out in 1868 when the samurai class was abolished. But there's still many samurai families in Japan that still uphold those traditions. And many of those are teaching those arts today. And that's what we're trying to do is unfortunately, like many traditions, things are declining, but we're doing our best here to keep those traditions alive. And it's growing here in Lake County.
Yeah, I can see to where the samurai culture is just like the knight culture in England.
Identical culture, right.
So we're in this beautiful dojo.
Yes.
And the word dojo comes from what?
The word dojo originally comes from the Zen monastery, where the dojo was the hall in which they all did their Zen training. And that was then martial training took place in there, and then it expanded to where we are today. But the dojo is not only for martial arts, the dojo was a place for learning, so it also where the cultural arts took place, in the dojo.
So in this dojo, what do you teach here?
So here we teach two arts specifically, Japanese karate do, specifically Shotokan karate line, Gimaha, and the other one is Iaido. So here we have the placards of all the students who right now are currently ranked in those arts. These here are Kano period scrolls.
Or what?
Kano periods from the Kano school, Dragon Rising and Dragon Descending. So these are Kano period scrolls from the early 1600s, and here they are here. And I find it so important that the person who would have had these scrolls in their house would have been a very important person back in the day.
Sebastian, we're in our last dojo here, and can you tell me the purpose of this dojo?
So this dojo is specifically used for Japanese archery, or kyudo. And on the opposite side of us, you have these doors that open up completely and allow spaces for 5 archers to shoot at the same time. So everything we've done here is exactly as you would see it in Japan, with just more facilitation, because fortunately we're on 20 acres, so we have some ability to do some things that they're unable to do in Japan. But we follow exactly the same guidelines. The building I built are based on Japanese plans, the fountain, the other dojo. So.
And when you say archer, you're talking about traditional samurai bows?
That's correct. That's correct. What you see here is a traditional Japanese longbow, or it's called a yumi. And the yumi is about 6.5 feet to 7 feet tall, and it originally was meant to shoot off horseback, and that's why it's so big. If I grab one here, you can see that the yumi has an off-center grip. It doesn't have a center grip, but an off-center grip, and that was meant so when you're shooting left and right over a horse's head, it was easier to facilitate that action.
So you showed me your beautiful dojos here. What a wonderful place this is. We wondered a little bit about your programming. What is your main goal that you'd like to have here? And most importantly, you said the age limit's starting at 10, but I didn't get the end of the age limit. And is it for all people?
Our programs are definitely open to everybody. The nice thing about that is that we have mixed ages practicing the art together. So for example, our Kyudo class, we have our youngest is 12 right now, and our oldest is 76. And we practice together. And they teach each other, and they interact together. So we were talking about people getting out and socializing with others. It's a really good lesson in how young people and older people interact together. And It's a beautiful thing. So yes, we invite everybody. We're very accessible here, so people with physical disabilities, or if you're utilizing a wheelchair, you can still get around. We were very blessed recently to receive a grant from the Christopher Reeve Foundation, and they enabled us to build a handicap ramp off of our bigger dojo. So that is now fully accessible.
So Superman thought it was important enough to get us in. So I always thought that's cool.
So I was gonna say that if you shoot these arrows off of a horseback, there's no reason why you couldn't shoot them out of a wheelchair.
That's correct.
We have had students in wheelchairs. We have students with varying physical disabilities. We just adapt the art to the archer. We're not going to turn anybody away for.
It will make you work one way or another.
Yeah.
And that's in the feeling of Udo, right? That you really want to help everybody. You want to continue these arts alive, and we're not here to draw anybody away. We're a non-profit, and we operate in that fashion. So we want everybody to take part.
Well, if somebody's looking at this board chart and says, man, I really would like to learn a little bit more about this organization, or a little bit more about the culture, or even how do I sign up for some classes, where would they go, or who would they call?
So there's two websites. We have archingoaks.org, and we have Florida Budokan, BUDOKAN.org.
So your dojo is located right here in Eustis, right here in the heart of Lake County. It's a beautiful 20-acre parcel. But I understand that you have a significant event coming up in Eustis and downtown. Can you explain that a little bit, Chelsea?
So on March 28th, 2026, we will have the first ever Japanese, well, it is the Japan Festival Eustis. It's the first Japanese cultural large-scale event that's going to happen in Eustis. We've had wonderful support from the city, and we will be featuring not only Japanese arts and crafts vendors. We will have Japanese food on hand. We're going to have some very special guests.
VIPs from Japan, anime, cosplay, food, martial arts demonstrations, cultural demonstrations, taiko drums. So it's going to be a full-fledged show from 10 to 6 p.m. on Saturday, March 28th. So it's going to be huge for Lake County, and really great for the Japanese arts and culture.
Well, I can't say enough about what you have done to bring history and the culture back here into Lake County. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much for coming.
Well, if you're ever wondering about the Japanese culture, what it's like to train as a samurai, understanding how it is to be a samurai, it's more than just being a warrior. It's all the culture involved with it. Come on down here to Florida Budokan. Give them a call. Phone number is at the bottom of the screen. Wonderful people, been great in Lake County. It's great to have this facility here.
Thank you so much.
Wait till March 28th.
Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Japanese Festival in downtown Eustis, Fair Park. Whatever you do, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors. Just be nice to each other. That's all we have for Board Church Kirby Smith. See you next Wednesday.